looky here. It's the Pat and JT podcast.
Pat and JT podcast.
It's Pat and JT, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and don't forget, you can always text us. You can call us, 402-403-9478.
What number is this, by the way?
This is our episode 176. 176. So we're about halfway through the year, right? I'm going to do...
Well, we're 176 with 365, so 150, 182.
Well, 182.5.
Whatever.
Give it a shove. So 183. I'll go 183.
That's all right, Texas Instruments.
Yeah,
you did fine.
Dang it.
Sure. So we're close. I mean, we're also close to is the anniversary, if you want to call it that, or maybe we should commemorate the day everything went to hell.
Yeah. Everything that went to hell for a minute, but then all turned around and bounced back.
We'll have to have a special show on September 12th.
Yeah. Oh, that for sure we will.
Yep, September 12th. So anyway.
That's a great idea.
Okay, I'm marking that down. So September 12th, along with the special Halloween show that we're working on too.
Right. We're working on just a bunch of stuff.
Just a bunch of stuff
bunch of
going
crap.
on. It's really fun. Got some things coming up and events coming up. And yeah, if any events that you know of too that are coming up, always let us know because you never know. We'd like to come out and record our podcast on location.
Sure.
So we can talk to some people just because.
Yeah.
We're tired of talking to each other.
Right. Right.
So anyway, we got a couple of medical updates today.
Because since mine is the most severe,
Okay.
let me tell you my medical update. Typical man. I've been to the doctor, I don't know how long. Just for other than just medicine.
Physical.
Not a physical.
No physical or anything
I don't remember
like
the
that.
last time I had a physical. I'd go if I had a cold, I'm like, cough,
Okay,
antibiotics, and I'd go home.
If it weren't for girl stuff, yeah. I'm with you. Otherwise, I don't. Didn't even have a regular doctor, just a personal my physician, just the doctor until when my hands went haywire.
Yeah.
And the dermatologist.
Until you're forced in the position to find a doctor. You got a doctor.
So I had my dermatologist, and then I started seeing primary care, the direct primary care, as opposed to because we don't have the same kind of health insurance we used to, and so I'm with a direct primary care. And so a couple years total that I've known of her because I was with the other guy. And then, So otherwise, I get you. I get you. So you went in for what reason?
Well, I wouldn't have gone now, but Beth is very in for it. And not only, I don't think it's because she loves me so much. I mean, she does care for me a lot.
A little.
But
okay.
if through the health insurance, if you go in and you get a physical once a year,
right,
you get a $50 credit into your
on good insurance. You do.
We
never had that before.
Yeah.
So
that's what I was forced. She's like, I made the appointment. Here's your address. You're going.
You're going to save us $50.
Yeah, $100. 100
Bottom
for 50
line.
for her, 50 for me. Me specifically.
It's like you're worth more if you go in than if you stay home. So get in there and get my $50.
I went in there this morning. Great doctor. Dr. Prendez was awesome.
Awesome.
Little blood draw.
Yeah.
No big deal on this side. But then I didn't realize it's been over 10 years since I've had a tetanus shot. So I had to have a tetanus shot. And the shot didn't hurt. Itself, it didn't hurt. But they said, in about an hour, it's going to get achy. Tomorrow it'll hurt. The next day it will. Then it'll be gone. I don't know. They said, I don't know why it does that. It just does. And it's hurting. It's hurting.
Already?
Yeah.
You just got it literally within hours.
2 hours ago.
It was supposed to be 48 hours.
2 hours.
Okay. So 2 hours, it already hurts.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here it is.
Okay. So everything else checked out. Okay. Would you have stress test?
We'll find out.
Any of that stuff?
Blood pressure.
Okay.
Blood pressure, and we'll get the blood work back on for tonight or tomorrow or whatever. Yeah, and see where I am. Fasting. Supposed to be fast. I was fast. I fasted.
Good.
But out of habit, get to my fridge this morning before I go to the gym and slam a 5-hour energy. So when I get there, my blood pressure is like 205 or grrr, heart. He's like, you know what? It's fine. And as soon as before it got halfway down my throat.
Did you almost just stick your fingers down your throat?
Reached into my utensil drawer and grabbed some tongs.
Back out.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh God. Sound like a cat hacking up my
Not
hairball.
even close.
But
not even close. I can tell you exactly what that's. It's not even close.
Not even a cat. So, but I felt.
Oh my God.
I felt fine.
So yeah. Then I had on my side, mine is all puppy related. Jack had to get his Bordatello update, right? So it's been a year
okay,
already.
So we both had shots today.
He had to get his shot. No big deal. But a couple of things. My cat, Flash, he's the black cat that I for years have said I should have turned him into Mittens a long, long time ago.
Long time ago.
He's the one that scratched my face up and still does it.
I was just going to say, it looks like it's either not healing or he's doing it again.
He's on the other side now.
I honestly...
Weirdest thing ever. I don't get it.
Pets and kids are mirroring. I am watching the last 15 years of my life right now with you, with Jack and with Flash. But I've learned Flash isn't going to stop. You got to ground him. Got to clip those nails.
I tell you,
they are like freaking razors. You got to clip them.
They are. He got me this Friday or Saturday.
You're gonna go blind.
Comes close a couple times. He got me right above my eye and right underneath it. But it's not as bad as it was on the other side. Remember, that was like my whole face.
Right.
But anyway, Flash has his own medical issues. He's got this tumor in his ear, and I took him in, and Dr. Arndt's great, and we removed it. And they sent in pathology, came back, and it wasn't cancer. If you recall, if you've been a long-time listener, a couple years ago, my cat had the same freaking thing, but it was cancer.
Crazy.
In his ear canal, completely filled his entire ear canal, and unfortunately, it was cancer. They knew right away, and they said, "Well, Jill, even if what they call a complete ablation, I think it is, take out his whole ear canal." That probably isn't going to happen. It won't work in the long run because it's cancer. But if it's not cancer, then it will work. So now it's grown back in Flash's ear. And by the way, Cat, I had to have him sent to the Rainbow Bridge a couple years ago because it was driving him crazy and it was awful. And so with Flash now, we're waiting. It'll be a couple days before we find out. He's gonna try a couple different testing places just to double check because he says this just is acting like it's cancer, and we'll just say otherwise perfectly healthy, otherwise absolutely fine.
Other than the fact you're gonna kill him.
Stop it!
I mean, kill him because he's scratching your face off.
See, isn't that crazy? On one side, I'm thinking, oh, the scratching will stop.
Oh man.
You know I love my cat. You know I do. You know I do. But the what's her name? The Lady Justice holding the scales. Yeah. Anyway, now Jack, he apparently ran into something, and he it might have been, the doctor's like, is there maybe a wire or something that's sticking out somewhere, maybe a nail that he caught his side on. Right behind his shoulder on his rib cage. And
it's like an open gash, like wound. That's crazy.
I don't know when it happened. I woke up Saturday morning. I can hear my dog licking his wounds. I'm like, what the heck? Because I thought he was messing with his feet. And I'm like, whoa, when did this happen? This is crazy. Took him into the vet, and oh my God, put him on antibiotics. And so he's going to go back in, and
that's just crazy.
We'll see what happens there. So it comes in waves. Apparently.
But doesn't kids come home from daycare? I'm not saying it happened at the doggy daycare with bruises and how did that happen? So he could,
who knows?
All the stuff that he lays in and runs around and drags around the yard, who knows?
And he does. He runs hard. He plays hard. He might have, run up against the tree. Maybe it was a piece of bark. Maybe it was, wood on the fence. I don't know. I have no idea. There's nothing in it. And it wasn't a puncture. It just tore open his skin.
Ow, it looks
Owie.
painful. Looks like it hurts.
Yeah, poor guy. So he's got it covered up right now. So it's really hard to ace bandage a dog's tummy.
I would assume.
Did
you put a cone on him?
And so no, he's got the inflatable.
Oh, that's right.
That's around his head. And it's a little donut. So he can lay down and he uses it as a pillow.
That's pretty nice.
It's pretty cool. But trying to ace bandage him. So I've got the gauze pad on it, and then I wrap gauze around it, and then I wrapped it with ace bandage around it. And you kind of have to make a harness out of it. So you got to go between his legs and up over his shoulder and between his legs. Because otherwise, it slides back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because he's that German Shepherd shape, like most puppies. So just, and it slides right back, and there's his wound, and the bandage is, he can't pee.
And and he can't pee. And then he's licking.
He can't lick. He's got he does.
Oh, he
I
has
do
the
keep
helmet
balloon
on
on.
thingy.
Don't worry. Yeah, I keep the balloon on him. But oh my God. So
what a disaster.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get that taken care of. And then do you remember we were talking about, it's kind of funny. It's funny how when you put things out in the universe, how things come back at you, right?
Right.
Funniest story that I saw that somebody had posted. I just about died. When we were talking about holding doors open for people, being courteous, those kind of things, right? And letting people in. You know, like we talked about the McDonald's drive-thru and the zipper. You know, all I wanted was a tea. I just let me in. And I want to go. Well, somebody wrote and said some woman honked and shot me the bird in the McDonald's drive-thru because apparently I was taking too long to order. So the woman was behind this person, right? And so he gets up to the pay window and he paid for her food.
Oh, man.
And then when he got to the food window, he showed both receipts and he took her food. And he said, I paid for it. It's mine.
Oh, that's awesome.
Not today, Satan.
No way. That is awesome. That's incredible.
He said, I paid for it. It's mine.
Who would think of doing
And you're
something
thinking at
like
first,
that?
you're thinking, oh, kill him with kindness. That's the way to do it.
That's what I thought too, that he's going to make her feel bad and feel
like
guilty.
a jerk, and she paid for my food.
Wow, that's
Nope.
awesome.
She didn't get any food. Oh, and another thing.
That is that,
I know,
that like gave me goosebumps. That's such a good one.
Speaking of McDonald's, though, the app is pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
And at the McDonald's, they
legit.
have the places where you park, and then you text them in whatever number of the stall that you're in, and they bring your stuff to you.
It's legit.
And they got great deals. So I have about 7 fast food apps that I downloaded.
Yeah. Taco Bell's a great one.
So I'm going to try. We'll see what happens.
Taco Bell's really good, and going inside and ordering in the kiosk, there's screens,
Right.
order and just sit there and wait for it if you want to wait for it or whatever.
Okay. All right. I will keep my eye out because I just wanted to let you know because some people had wondered, okay, well, let us know how it goes, if it works or not.
I was scanning through Instagram stories yesterday, and Beth's cousin Shelby was doing like meal prepping for the week, had like chicken and broccoli and each thing, and like super healthy. And you hit the button and it goes to the next one, and the next ad was more mice. It was the Taco Bell app was the very next ad. So I don't know if it was playing to me or opposite of what she was doing.
Well, probably. I saw a great meal prepping photo that was hilarious. And I think it was some guy that I follow on Twitter. And it was just a bunch of the plastic sandwich containers, that you can with the lids. And every one of them had like $5.82 in it. It said Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's meal prepping. Okay, whatever.
In theory, it's a good idea.
Right? Okay. Yeah. All right. So here's a story that I saw. Apparently, this has to do with people with lots of money. So that's why I wasn't familiar with it.
Okay.
So we'll see if this rings
Never
a
seen
bell
this
for
one
anybody
before.
else. Apparently, if you have a lot of money, the story goes, there are people out there that want to cozy up to you because they like to live on your dime and marry you.
That makes
right?
sense. Yeah.
So anyway, a man recently got engaged, and he'd been burned before, and he's very wealthy. And so now he has started to suspect that possibly his fiance may not be of pure mind, and maybe doesn't have the good intentions that he's hoping that she does.
And
maybe.
so that's a good thing. It's fiance. It's not married yet.
Not married yet.
Okay, that's good.
So rather than go the usual routes or the normal routes, which I guess would be, like, I don't know, cyber stalking or asking a friend or hiring somebody or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a website. It's called hushhush.com. And for whatever reason, he was wanting to see if he could hire somebody through Hush Hush. They have different packages where they will let somebody go out and try to seduce.
Oh, like try to trap them in something?
Yes, they call them a honey trapper. So apparently he was looking for a male honey trapper to bait his soon-to-be wife, the way the
honey
website
trapper?
has it. And his reason behind it is that he's been messed with before when it comes to his money, and he doesn't want to get married and worried that possibly it's heading in the same direction.
Makes sense. Makes total sense.
So she also, I got to say that she refused the prenup. And I don't know how I stand on that. I kind of get it, the prenup. I don't see a problem with signing it.
The older I get, the more it's like, I totally makes sense.
Right?
Right.
So anyway, she refused the prenup, and they've just been engaged a few weeks. She's anxious to get married, get the wedding. She wants to set it like in 6 weeks or 6 months or whatever. And he's like, whoa, you don't have to rush. Let's enjoy being engaged for a while. So anyway, the request that he sent in sent out a list of requirements for the right candidate and what the role will entail. And the selected candidate must be attractive, highly attractive, have some facial hair, be in good physical shape. The reason for that is because he wants somebody that kind of can play the role of a good-looking, wealthy man.
Sure.
Because that seems to be what she's attracted to. He's afraid that that's the case. So the founder of Hush Hush said the concept of gold digger is not new, so they just decided to cash in on it themselves. I don't know what the outcome was on this. That's just one person.
Oh, she was probably with him for his money.
Probably got seduced.
I'm sure.
By the honey trapper.
Right. So, okay. So then you think of that if like sometimes I have a problem with like on some of these shows, like whether it's Dateline or whatever, where they leave a car unlocked and they sit there and they wait for somebody to steal it. It's like not entrapment, but it's like baiting somebody to do something that maybe they would have done anyway, but it's kind of like you're forcing their hand. And to me, that doesn't seem fair.
Let's just say this. If you threw down a $20 bill on Pat's cattle path,
it'd be my 100%. If there's money there, 100% I would take the money, unless it had somebody's name on it or was in somebody's wallet.
If it has somebody's name still,
I wouldn't
it's
take
doodle.
it. I can't read it. I don't know what it is.
So I get what you're saying about the cars, though, because somebody has to, but they have to still want to get in the car. They're still attempting. From the get-go, they were intending to do wrong. Just even trying to open the door.
Sure,
before finding out it's open and the keys are in it.
And them driving away. Right. So they still do something wrong.
They still were already on the path.
Yeah.
They were already on that slippery slope.
I just have a feeling that in any relationship, if you even go to hushhush.com, there's a problem at all.
And by the way, too, they do have on that page, on that website, you can submit your application if you think you could be a honey trapper. Just saying, if you're looking for an extra little side gig.
Yeah, honey trapper. How much does it pay to be a honey trapper?
I don't know, but I'm going to click it when we get
Is there an affiliate program?
Franchisee?
Yeah, go to honeytrapper.com or whatever.
/Omaha.
/ Pat and JT. Get 10% off your first trapping.
And I wonder how it pays. Because it has to be, is it just like a flat fee or is it a sliding scale based on how much money you have or how much money you saved him or her, right? So apparently you can submit your application. If you do get accepted, please let us know what happens.
Yeah.
So we'll put that up there. I don't know if we should share it around or not, but I didn't go to the website.
And don't you think like in any relationship too, if you're dropping the hammer of saying, hey, we're gonna do a prenup, and the other person says, no, we're not. Like everything changes from there.
Everything changes.
Everything. So you probably know before you say you're gonna get a prenup that the person's gonna not want to do it.
Yep.
Because after that, it's like everything is completely changed.
If you go into it, if you're the one that has the lesser bank account. And just kind of, and especially because, it has to be at a certain level. It's not necessarily their bank account. It could be their family. They may not have a ton of money.
Yeah, it could be family.
But there's potential that there would be money that somebody with bad intentions, there you go, could want to get a hold of legally somewhere down the road if this person married him. So there's that side of it too.
And if you like the person at all, just sit in it, suck it up for 20 years, go on vacations flying there in their PJ, whatever. Just suck it up.
It's fine.
Squirrel some money away.
Right? Just, kind of know going in that it could
too
be,
obvious.
Especially if it's their family money. I would totally expect it.
100%.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what I got going on.
We'll take any of those calls for people that have prenups, that signed prenups, or that didn't.
Yes.
Or that said no, and that was it.
Or she wouldn't, or whatever, or wish she would have. Or and also, if anybody's familiar with Hush Hush.
Yeah. If you've ever been honey trapped, let us know.
If you know a honey trapper.
402-403-9478. That's the number you can call. You can text us there or email us. hey@patandjt.com. Also on Facebook as well. Let us know.
Maybe, though, if you had visited Kugler Vision.
Yeah, you could.
You would see it coming.
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
They don't offer that kind of service, but they offer a lot of other services.
Yeah, they do.
Kugler Vision, supporter of the podcast, and they're doing phenomenal. I mean, they just do great work. Time and time again, we're hearing from people who decided to just make the consultation. That's all we're asking you to do. If you've got glasses or contacts, you've wondered if you're a candidate, number one, you've thought about it, but you're really not sure what the procedure really is, and you're a little anxious about it. That's where you ask all those questions.
And you do that consultation, you're in to win a huge cool thing they're doing for the month of August, which they're giving it away August 30th. They're going to give it $250. If you win this, you can give $250 to the teacher or school of your choice for supplies.
It's a $250 prize pack.
Right.
Of supplies that they're going to need.
Plus Plus
an extra $100 on a gift card that they can use.
which is amazing. And then you, as the winner of this, you get $150 to use at the mark, however you want.
Schedule the consultation. You go on KuglerVision.com. You'll see the consultation button. It'll open up a calendar. You pick your day and time, and then it will ask you some other questions, including how did you hear about it? And you just say, oh, Pat and JT's podcast.
And pro tip, just give it to the teacher. If you win this, give it to the teacher you know you're going to struggle with this year. Maybe it's algebra. Maybe it's geography. I don't care if that teacher has golden pencils and doesn't need one thing for the classroom. Give it to them.
There you
It'll
go.
help you.
You never
me.
know. Can't hurt.
That's right. It can't hurt.
KuglerVision.com.
It's Pat and JT, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Pat and JT Podcast. A Parkville Media Production.